Hi, I'm Beerud. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Gupshup. I founded Elance, which merged with Odesk and then rebranded to Upwork. It's a public company now. And then I founded Gupshup. I think any startup that's born, it's born in a certain context, right? When you start, the idea has to be the right time, right place, if you will. And at that time, we saw the mobile revolution was happening. Mobile phones were emerging. Several billion people were getting connected for the first time, and that created an opportunity. How do you deliver digital services to the next 4 or 5 billion people around the world? And at that time, because the phones were feature phones, the only way to reach those users was through SMS, through mobile messaging. But we saw the power of that channel. Simple as the protocol, SMS protocol is, it's very powerful, it's truly ubiquitous, it reaches many more people all over the world, and we saw an opportunity to build interesting services. And that vision, by the way, to use mobile messaging to deliver rich digital services to billions of people around the world continues to drive us, inspire us, and motivate us. Typically, the part of the business that most enterprises start with is the front end of the customer life cycle, meaning either acquiring new customers or engaging them, right? Being able to send them promotional messages to reactivate users, to tell them, we have a new sale, a new product, some new inventory. But it's not just sending outbound campaigns, right? All these customers, they set up interactive journeys so that, instead of saying, hey, we have a sale, it says, here are 3 items that we've selected for you based on prior history. Pick one, as part of the sale, right? So now the customer has a choice. They can interact in response to that and drive that. So I think really, we are in an era of conversational marketing or conversational advertising, which is much more intelligent, personalized, engaging, interactive, and so on. So that's how these customers are using it. In addition to also enabling transactions and purchase or loyalty programs, or customer support queries, and so on. Gupshup is very eager to engage more deeply in all these markets. I like to, within our company, I like to describe Gupshup as a multi-local company rather than an international company, right? Because in every region we operate, we want to operate like a local company, which means we approach the market with humility. We want to understand the requirements, the unique requirements of that market, the unique constraints, the preferences, and not just like language and currency and things like that, but also business to customer interactions happen and so on. So, in every market we operate, we work very closely to understand what the requirements are. We make sure our products are updated to reflect those unique requirements. And then we work closely with enterprises. We are a very innovative org. We are very responsive. Usually when customers have query and so on, we move very quickly. We provide a lot of support and customization so that it works, right? Ultimately, our focus is to deliver value to the customers. I'd like to think we go above and beyond. We go the extra mile to deliver a superior service. And once you do that, then customers, we're starting to win, or we've been winning a lot of customers, across all of these regions. And it's a continuous cycle, right? The more customers we gain, the more requirements come in, the better product that becomes, it helps get us even more customers. So I think the combination of, all of these things means we get deeply embedded into the market. So certainly in the GCC, we are seeing a lot of traction in all the countries in the market, and we'll continue to invest a lot as well as, grow our business substantially here as well. I think we are the leader in conversational AI globally for a variety of reasons. Typically, most US and European companies they tend to focus on web and email and voice calls because it's a very different tech ecosystem, right? Because that's what consumers like to use, and therefore businesses also have to use that, and therefore companies that are in the messaging space also have to cater to a web-centric ecosystem. But when you come to the emerging markets, it is a mobile-first messaging-centric ecosystem where there's a much greater requirement for WhatsApp or conversational-based interaction. So, Gupshup is the largest player in the emerging markets focused on conversational AI. The way we become that, or we continue to stay that way, is because we invest a lot in research and development, in building out new products. We are almost always the first ones to bring new capabilities to customers soon as they become available, or even before sometimes, because we are the ones creating it. So I think the simple answer is, in tech businesses, the only way you win and stay ahead is by innovating. It's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of failures and dead ends as well. But what comes out of it, is innovative. It's differentiated. It's unique, and so on. So Gupshup attracts the best talent. Gupshup invests a lot of resources into research and development and innovation. Like I mentioned earlier, Gupshup works very closely with its customers. We go the extra mile to listen, to learn, to identify needs and requirements, and then we roll that all into our product. So it's a combination of a whole lot of things. Many other companies that provide bits and pieces of what we do, but I think Gupshup is sort of by far the leader. And like I said, the context is that the conversational internet is really happening primarily in the emerging markets, right? Because the US and Western markets are very web-centric, but in the GCC, in India, in LATAM, Middle East, and so on, this is a much bigger deal, and those are the markets where Gupshup is by far the largest player, and that's how we succeed. So we focus on the right product for the right market in the right way, and I think that's how Gupshup will continue to stay a leader.